Good evening. Good evening. Back again, 3 nights in a row. I know. Third night in a row. Live stream from downtown New Hope. Here we are. How are you, Nancy? I am by myself tonight, which is always fun. Chris is kind of tired. She's traveling tomorrow, so she didn't take the trip. So this is downtown New Hope. I'm actually at 129 South Main Street. This is Main Street down there. All the shops, all the restaurants. You go down there, you go around the bend, there's way more shops, there's way more restaurants, lots to see in New Hope. You go over the bridge, you're in Jersey. Really, really nice around here. But that's the reason I'm here. Paper Gallery. And my camera does not do this window justice. I apologize. 129 South Main Street, New Hope, Pennsylvania. The one and only Creeper Gallery. Nothing else like it. One of a kind. Many shops like it, but there's only one Creeper Gallery. So I'm going to take you up the stairs. Again, I'm doing this by myself tonight, so you guys, you know how that goes. I got to kind of make do with what I can do, but there's one of the windows. Enter the main shop because they're going to lock the door behind me. And there we have, again, the main part of the shop. Donna Marion, the owner of the Creeper Gallery. Lots of the things you see here are Donna Marion creations. I always said she's a brilliant artist because she is. Again, something I never do justice. When I come in here and I just pan, I just want to show you guys, give you an idea of the things that are here. So that hopefully you guys will take the trip to New Hope someday and check everything out for yourself and kind of really get to see everything top to bottom. So this is the main gallery room. A lot of the stuff Donna has acquired or she's made, like that there. We got all the skulls there. Lots of stuff in this room. I won't go back to the red room until I'm investigating back there. So I'll show you the red room in a bit. Actually, hold on. Let me do that real quick before I start. All right. So here's more. And there's the Wall of Fame. And you might notice that celebrity guy right there. I don't know who that guy is, but that guy I know. More stuff created by Donna. Lots of awesome stuff. And again, the red room I have set up already. You come back here, there's a sign that says the red room, and you know you're there because there's lots of crosses that take you up into the red room. And I'm going to show you, it's real dark right now. I have everything set up, so everything's ready. Hello, catwalk going off. I haven't even started yet. Hello. Don't worry, I'll be here in a minute. So can't really show you everything in the red room because, again, I'm by myself. So I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm going to do the best I can. I know the camera angles aren't always going to be the best. But like I said, I'll do the best I can as far as the camera, getting everything in, and hopefully you guys see it all. Yes, it's me. I'm John Ruggiero, New Jersey Paranormal, here by my lonesome. I'm going to try to do 2 objects tonight. I was, me, I always look for the dark stuff. I did find one that's but I'll try to do one nice one and one, I don't know. The other one might not be negative either. You never know until you start. I'll show you the first one, and then we'll do Spirit Box EVP. We'll take the object in the back, and we have a whole process. But again, part of doing what we do is trying to connect with the spirits that may be attached to these objects, find out more about them, let them say whatever they want to say if they need help, if they want to share things about their lives, if they want to complain about something. Again, these were people. So we give them every opportunity to do that using a lot of different methods. So I'm going to turn my camera back around again so you can see the first object. Oh, not Chris. Not Chris. All right. So there it is. See the doll in there? There's a doll right there. There's a photo in there. There's a little keepsake in there. Can't see. There is a photo, actually. There's two people in that photo. I don't know how well that comes across. There's a man in the photo as well, and a woman. There's a photo right there. Looks like, again, those post-mortem photos. Another photo there. I don't know what this is. It's like a pencil. So, and I don't know what this is. I don't want to mess with this. I don't know if this is a letter or something else. I don't really want to take it apart. So this is what the information I get. So there it is right there. I'll show it to you. It says, what's really funny and ironic is that both the items that I'm investigating tonight, I didn't realize Myrtle is the first name of both, which is kind of strange. Something to that maybe. Myrtle Lahayne. I'll spell it for you. Lahayne. Try to get that in there. I know it's backwards. Lahayne Atkinson was aged 23 years old when she died of tuberculosis in 1908. She was born in 1885. Claims are voices and movement around her items with overwhelming sadness. Now, I normally shy away from objects that have bad luck or overwhelming sadness because I'm kind of, in the last few months, I've been really susceptible to that sort of thing, with Walter going through his cancer surgery and treatments, and my daughter lost her dog of 15 years and other things going on. Just been a rough few months. So I try to keep away from the depressing things, but in this case, it's one of the ones I chose along with another one. So hopefully it won't affect me too bad. So how I usually start, and this is going to be a little difficult again because I'm the one holding the camera. I'm going to do a Spirit Box EVP session with this object, and that just involves me turning the Spirit Box on, asking questions like I would during an EVP session, and seeing if I get some responses on the Spirit Box. No filters, no reverb, just straight Spirit Box, white noise and all. So let me turn off the lights. I already hear people coming. So again, I'm going to explain to you that there are people upstairs. I mention that all the time when we do this. So when I try to do regular EVPs, I kind of listen for what's going on outside. I listen for what's going on upstairs and try to do my best to work around that to do the best EVP sessions that I can. Not always easy, but that's kind of why I use this method too. So I'm going to prop up my camera here best I can, so hopefully you guys can see it. All right. I'm going to sit down here so I'm in the shot at least. So pretty simple. Hopefully you guys can see me. I turn on my recorder. I turn on the Spirit Box. I put it next to the item. I literally lay it up against the item. So right now, I have my recorder running. I start scanning. Hello, my name is John. Is anybody here with me? I heard something. My name is John. I come here and try to speak to whoever may be attached to or connected to objects that belong to them. In this case, Myrtle Atkinson. Myrtle, if you're here, could you please say hello? Or say your name, please? I don't mean you any disrespect, Myrtle. I just want to talk with you. Just want to find out as much as I can about you. I have a box here with a lot of items. There's a man. A lot of items. There's a doll. There's pictures. There's a little keepsake with 2 photos. Who was in that little keepsake? Is that your mom and dad? So I'm going to read what I have here. It says you were 23 years old when you died of tuberculosis, which a lot of people did. Do you remember shortness of breath? Do you remember being sick? It says that there's overwhelming sadness connected to these objects. Could you tell me why you're so sad? Would you mind sharing? Is it because you were so young when you passed? Again, 23, you're just beginning your life. I'm sorry that happened to you. Could you tell me anything about the locket? That's what it is, a locket. Who was in the locket? What is the last thing you remember, Myrtle? Could you tell me that? There's a few things there. I'm going to stop that because even more stuff. There's a few things there, and I'm hoping you guys can see me. I can't check out the comments yet. I got to go grab my tablet. So give me a minute to do that, and then I'm going to listen back to see what we got on the spirit box. Again, not easy doing this myself. Actually, we'll just listen straight through here. I have my recorder running. I start scanning. Hello, my name is John. Is anybody here? My name is. Hello, my name is John. Is any? Hello, my name is John. Is anybody? Hello, my name is John. Is anybody here with me? Is anybody here with me? With me? Are you here with me? Me? With me? I think I hear, here comes Kevin. I heard something. My name is John. I come here and try to speak to whoever may be attached to or connected to objects that belong to them. Here comes Kevin. In this case, Myrtle Atkinson. Myrtle, if you're here, could you please say hello? She said voices. Could you please say hello? Could you please say hello? Could you please say hello? Voice. Or say your name, please. I don't mean you any disrespect, Myrtle. I just want to talk with you. Just want to find out as much as I can about you. I have a box here with a lot of items. I can about you. I have a box here with a lot of items. Here with a lot of items. A lot of items. A lot of items. I have a box here with a lot of items. Sounds like someone saying, we'll talk with her. I have a box here with a lot of items. I have a box here with a lot of items. There's a man. A lot of items. There's a doll. There's pictures. There's a little keepsake with 2 photos. Who was in that little keepsake? Is that your mom and dad? So I'm going to read what I have here. It says you were 23 years old. When you died, 23 years old. When you died, when you died, when you died years old. When you died, she's saying you were 23 years old. Sick. When you died of tuberculosis, you died old. When you died of tuberculosis, which a lot of people did. Do you remember shortness of breath? Do you remember being 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 sick? No. Do you remember said shortness of breath? Do you remember no body. It says that there's. It says that's my name. No, it's gone. Gone. It says that there's overwhelming sadness. Nobody gone to these objects. Could you tell me why you're so sad? Would you mind sharing? Is it because you were so young when you passed? I'm sorry. Again, 23, you're just beginning your life. I'm sorry that happened to you. Could you tell me anything about the locket? That's what it is, the locket. Who was in the locket? Me. Who was in the locket? Who was in the locket? What is the last thing you remember, Myrtle? Could you tell me that? Myrtle, could you tell me that? Myrtle, could you tell me that? 720. That's a man. Could you tell me that? 720. There's a few things there. Okay, that's kind of interesting because, again, go back to what we were talking about last night. A big part of Adam Berry's book that we didn't talk about was that, his whole theory is that a lot of spirits remain for, there's an issue that needs to be resolved or unfinished business. And I believe what I heard was, I'm gone and my body. It's as if that's why she's sad, because she's somehow still present, but she's aware that she doesn't have a physical body anymore. And I guess that's setting her that she's in spirit and not, I don't know. That's when I'm kind of basing that off the first initial. But there is a man kind of coming through too. I'm really curious on um, who's in that picture of the locket. I'm just going to pick that up. I don't mean any disrespect. I want to look at it with my flashlight to see if there's a woman. Oh, that's an older woman. An older woman and an older man. See if I can get a better shot at this for you guys without my, my phone blurring it out. There's the man. There's the woman. Trying to get a good angle as I can. There we go. Okay, so I am going to, as much as I want to continue with the spirit box after that initial connection, I'm going to go set up in the back. So I'm going to take the item. We'll talk him behind me. This is the tough part. I got to take the item. I got to take my phone. I got to set everything up on a stand and do this all by my lonesome. There goes my speaker. Okay. I got to put that locket back. All righty. So I'm headed towards the red room. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, I'm walking in the dark. That seems like fun, right? Oops. There's that dang cat ball still going off. I don't know who you are, but you've been making that go off the whole entire time. So I'm going to put this box right here in between everything. I'll explain that in a minute. All right, now I just got to make sure you guys can see everything. So I'm just going to, set my camera up here. There's the object. I'm going to be over there, so you'll be able to see me. Okay, that blue light up there. There's height. Whoa, hello. I saw that. Okay, let me go get the cards so I have the information on Myrtle. I'll be right back. We almost fell from the stairs. That's all right. All righty. I'm going to try a couple of different things. First, I'm going to be able to make sure I can see my comments here. Come on. I think Adam cursed me with the with bad Wi-Fi because I'm having problems. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll have to do it this way. Crazy. It really is. I think Adam really cursed me. All right, guys. Sorry about that. It's Really, really weird. All right. How is everything? Could you guys see me and hear me? Do I need to move the camera? Do I need to move anything? Let me know. I'm looking. I can finally see the comments now. Can you guys see me? I'll put this light over here. See the object? Could you see me? Let me know in the comments. I don't want to keep going if you can't hear me. You're good? Okay, good. All right, so you're fine. I hear you. I'm sure they can hear me down the street. I don't have an inside voice. So, okay, so now the setup that I have, is the usual things that I use in order to try to interact and communicate with whoever I'm trying to communicate with. The wires that you see there that are pink are called trip wires. They're EMF detectors, electromagnetic field. They detect surges. They're supposed to be pink. When you saw them change colors, that means there's a surge of energy in that area. These two circles here are called static domes. Static electricity needs to be near them for them to light up one color, and then it tracks the direction of the static, meaning I can make this go off with my hand like that. And spirit, in theory, could do that as well. And they create static when they're around, in theory. These are just cat balls. You touch them, they twinkle. I have my bell over here. Turn that on. I also have a REM pod right here. And I have that music you heard is a motion sensor that's right in the corner. So I'm pretty much covering the whole area back there. So if anything were to move around there, so that music is a little more appealing than the lower my camera a bit. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you get just the top of my head. Hold on. Hopefully you can still see all the wires and stuff. That better? I'm going to check the delay. All right, that should be better, right? Right? That better? Better or more? All right, so again, that music is a little more appealing to spirits than what I have in the Deemed Dangerous room. I have my other box that plays Michael Myers music, Halloween. So if anything moves around over there during the course of the investigation, you're going to hear the theme from Halloween. So, a little bit. Well, it's as good as it's going to get. All right. All right. So, Myrtle, I'm getting distracted here. I apologize. Again, my name is John. None of the things that are around your box full of mementos is going to hurt you. They are things that I use to interact and communicate with those who have passed. They just illuminate and turn different colors. If you were to move your hand around them, if you were to try to tap any of them, if you were to move around in that area, I would be able to just see the different colors and things twinkling and making music. I promise you nothing will hurt you. I can't see you. Yeah, I can't hear you. So I have to rely a little bit on what I'm seeing over there as far as things illuminating and glowing and changing colors to let me know that you're over there. I do see the lights. Could you give me that one big release of energy like you did when I first put the box there? That's when somebody really reacted and all the lights changed colors at the same time. You could answer questions that way as well if you want to ring that bell there or just touch something to respond, because again, odds are I can't hear you. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn on the obelisk, and this is kind of strange, I'm sure, for you. This little tiny box here has a dictionary of 2,000 words, just random words in it, believe it or not. You can concentrate, think about those words, and sort of project them, believe it or not, and they may come through this box, not in your voice, but I'll be able to hear them myself. I know it sounds very strange, but we could try it and see what happens. Okay? What was that? Okay. So turn it on the speaker. All right, I'm going to turn it on. All right, when I say ready, that you could go ahead and talk, I want you to, again, think of one word at a time and try to say a single word that kind of helps me relate to what you want to say or convey. Okay? Ready? We're going to start now. Concentrate. Think the word. Say it in your mind.
Disregard. Devil.
Disregard the devil. That is a strange way to start things. Okay, boy, that's a tough one. What I'm doing isn't any kind of seance or witchcraft or any kind of ritualistic thing or anything like that. What I'm doing is just trying to communicate with spirits, people who've passed. I have people in my life who have passed that I know have transitioned and are someplace else. Yes, thank you for acknowledging that. So I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever to you. There's nothing, disregard the devil. Yes, that's a true statement, because this isn't anything to do with sinning or speaking to demons or anything, whatever religion may say about communicating with spirits and whether or not spirits exist. This is about me talking to you. That's it. Plain and simple. So if you could think of any other words that may convey your feelings, remember, think it, concentrate, close your eyes, think of them in your head, and then just project them and say them out loud. And it may come through here for where I can see it. Could you try that? I appreciate you ringing the bell that you understood that, again, I'm just communing with those who have passed. That's all I do. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not trying to move you on. I'm not trying to do anything to hurt you. I'm just trying to talk to you. That's why I'm here. As if I were to meet you face to face back in 1885 or in early 1900s, as if we met for the first time. I'm John. I'm married. I have 2 children. I've been doing this a long time. I do want to know why you're sad and know if I could help you in any way. So if there's anything you'd like to share, I would appreciate if you would. You shouldn't be sad in the afterlife. I would think that would be a place of happiness and love and you're reunited with your family and friends, especially by now. It's the year 2025, many years removed from when you passed. Do you see anybody else with you where you are that you know, friends, family, loved ones? Are they with you? Have you seen them? You could ring that bell. You could answer. Do you remain here with the living around your items because you passed so young? Is it a not wanting to leave this world here where we are and see what's next? Is it the fear of that? I'm going to try EVP because it is quiet enough, and I say that and I jinx myself every single time, but I am going to try EVP. In the meanwhile, I have the Ovilus running. And what I'm going to do with the Ovilus, I really like phonics. The Ovilus has a phonics mode in which phonics they're not pre-programmed words. They're just that. They're phonics. They're sounds that in theory spirits can mesh together into words. I've done this before and I've gotten some really good things. Not always, but it's worth a try. So I'm going to change the mode on here to phonics. Could you try to speak now, Myrtle? Could you say something? Hi, your name, my name, John. This may be a little clearer. It's going to sound a little weird, but at least the words will be kind of complete and you'll be able to say more than one. Can you try? All right, I'm going to try EVP. And I'm going to leave the phonics running because if something comes through why I'm listening for voices here or asking questions, that may be the way it comes through. I don't know. At least I'll give it the option of either. Okay. I was just going to say everybody quiet because I'm so used to doing this around people. EVP session with Myrtle's Mementos. I've seen it. Myrtle Lahane, I apologize if I have that wrong, Atkinson, 23 years old when she died of tuberculosis in 1908. Myrtle, if you could hear me, I do feel a sudden coldness by my face and my arms. Would you mind just saying hello or saying your first name? Myrtle, I'm so sorry that you passed so long to a sickness that a lot of people succumb to. Is that why there is still the feeling of sadness around these items that belong to you? Did you have any siblings? Any brothers or sisters? It's my stomach. Is there anything that at all that I could do for you? Get you a priest? So have somebody else come in to speak with you? could you please tell me who the man is in the locket? There's a picture of an older gentleman. Is that your father? What is his name? Who was he to you? Now, there's that picture there. I guess that's post-mortem. Does that add to the sadness? Because I would imagine if I was still about, yet not living, and if I saw that, that would make me sad every time I looked at it. Before you were sick, Myrtle, like what did you like to do for fun? What was your kind of favorite thing to do with your friends or your family? Where did that locket come from? Was it a gift? So again, the whole time nothing through the phonics version of the obelisk, not a peep, not a word. Sometimes, when Chris isn't with me, and that's why I do enjoy having her here, except for when I'm just doing dark objects that are, less risky for her. I don't want to subject her to that stuff, but when it comes to things like this and other things, but she relates sometimes much better, of course, to a female or to a person who suffered loss, or she's more compassionate, and people tend to talk to each other. I see Chris all the time. Today, for instance, talking to a woman who lost her mom, and stranger, and she was very compassionate, and they had a long conversation. So cases like this, it might be a second go around with Chris just to see if there's a difference. EVP session with Myrtle's Mementos. I've seen it. Myrtle Lahane, I apologize if I had that wrong, Atkinson, 23 years old when she died of tuberculosis in 1908. Myrtle, if you could hear me, I do feel a sudden coldness by my face and my arms. Would you mind just saying hello or saying your first name? What the hell that is? Saying your first name? Are you trying to talk to that? You said you are something something. Of course, I'm not running the recorder. What did you say? You said you are something something. I thought I heard a hello in the background, but I'm not sure. I was just about to stand up, and you said you are something. I'm just going to go over there. You can keep talking. I'm just going to move over here for 1 second. Right there. I don't know what that is. It's way in the distance. Myrtle, I'm so sorry that you passed so long to a sickness that a lot of people succumb to. Is that why there is still the feeling of sadness around these items that belong to you? Because you were so young? Because you were so young? Did you have any siblings? Any brothers or sisters? It's my stomach. People outside. Here comes the motorcycle. Is there anything that, at all that I could do for you? Get you a priest? Have somebody else come in to speak with you? Could you please tell me who the man is in the locket? There's a picture of an older gentleman. Is that your father? What is his name? Who is he to you? Nothing. Now, there's that picture there. I guess that's post-mortem. Does that add to the sadness? Because I would imagine if I was still about, yet not living, and if I saw that, that would make me sad every time I looked at it. It's a really faint, yeah, I think. Right here. Right there. It's really low. Really low. Before you were sick, Myrtle, like, what did you like to do for fun? What was your kind of favorite thing to do with your friends or your family? What is she saying? I almost hear pickleball. Pickleball thing back there? Or your family. Family. Tickle paw, maybe? Tickle paw? Like tickle paw? Oh, wow. Okay. Where did that locket come from? Was it a gift? Okay. Again, I thought I heard tickle paw, like messing around, tickle paw. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna try something. You heard that live? Where's in my comment stuff? I want to cut. What the hell is that? Did you hear that? That's outside. Something just knock, knock, knock from the case in the deemed dangerous room right there. There it is again. Hello? You do that again? 3 knocks? That's them upstairs. That boom, boom, boom. Whatever the knocks are coming from right there. Hello? Don't be shy. Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take the locket out. I think there's something to the locket. I don't know what it is. Because I got a female and male's voices on the spirit box, I'm going to try to just take the locket and hold on to it and try to connect some more to see if that makes any kind of difference. So you're going to hear the music because I'm reaching in the box. So here's the locket. I'm going to take the REM pod right here. I have the locket in my hand. If you come near me, and there we go. There we go. I'm not going to put the locket too close to the box. I'm going to hold it right back here. Could you come near me again? I'm looking at the man and the woman in the locket. Trying to figure out who they are. Is that your mom and dad? I'm going to see how close to the antenna I need to be to make that go off. So right about there. So I'm going to keep it back here. Now you see, no magic to that. All you got to do is move your hand anywhere in this direction. I'm holding the locket in this hand. Could you come near me? Myrtle, is this your mom and dad? It doesn't look, this woman looks a little too old to be you. At 23, no way. I don't think that's you. Okay, I'm going to put this back. And I'm going to try with the lantern. Oops. So I can't see anything. It's not just a single lantern. They had lanterns back around in 1908, I'm sure. If you were to come and touch the locket or the lantern, it's just going to change colors like those lights up there. There you go. Good job. That's all it does. Won't hurt you. Just turn blue. Not going to hurt you. It's just going to let me know that you're over here trying to touch your locket. If you want me to put that back with the others, could you hold on to that, the lantern? Just keep your hand on it so that it stays a different color than purple. And I'll put it back with the other things. Could you change that color blue again if that's your father in the photo? It's tough. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay. So that's your father. I'm assuming the other one is your mom and your mother. Did they give this to you? Was this a present from them? Or did this belong to your mother or your father? Did maybe this was something your mother had that she gave to you? I'm thinking it's a gift, almost like a birthday gift or something, Christmas gift. Okay, I'm going to put that back. So, tough one. That's me. Tough one to communicate to, especially without the ability to really dive in with the S-Day or EVP, because you hear that? And plus, I hear people outside. I'll try one more EVP with this item before moving on to the next. I'm trying to see what time it is. Oh yeah, I've almost been here an hour. And there's something else that's a little more disturbing as far as the story. The next item, you know me, I can't keep away from the disturbing ones. I'm going to put this box back on the dictionary mode where you can just say a word. And I'm going to keep that on there while I'm asking questions on here. So remember, think it, project it, say it. That's how it works. Concentrate.
Shown as.
Shown as what? You mean the photo? Is that what you're referring to? It was shown an as shown as something, or as shown. Could be either way. Are you referring to the photo? Do you mind if I hold it while I ask questions this time? If you don't, you can ring the bell or light up anything here. These little twinkly items. Again, I have this here. I have this here. Not really with the objects either. There's not a whole lot. Oh, I just saw the lights go up there. But I've got the two REM pods. I've got the bell. There's not a whole lot of interaction over there. And now you won't shut off. What's the deal here? I'm actually going to take the locket out of the box, ask some questions, and put one of those little twinkly balls in the box. Okay? So I'm going to do that. I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but the key is this locket. I just have a real strong feeling about this. So I'm going to put the twinkly ball in there. Okay? And I'm holding on to the locket. So again, you can speak through that box. And then I have the locket right here in my hand. Oh boy, it's going to be a tough one. So Myrtle, I'm holding the locket that I believe has a picture of your mother and father. You did touch the lamp when I mentioned it being your father. Could you tell me, what was your father's first name? When I asked what was one of your favorite things to do, I could have swore you said tickle pa or something like that. Is that what you said? So if these objects were purchased by someone and brought into their home, would you still be sad if there was someone who carried out your memory and kept your items and protected them and made sure that they didn't get thrown out, or they're going to be the caretaker? Are you going to be okay with that? Anything else you want to say, Myrtle, before we stop here? So I have that little twinkly ball in the memento box with the doll and the photos. There's movement over there in that room for sure. I heard you again. There's something in there that makes music. If you move around, you really want to let me know you're here. There's something in there that makes music. It'll start playing music, and I'll know you're there. That'd be better than tapping. All right. So again, Myrtle, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's a little twinkly ball in that box, just like these here. Could you touch that for me, please, to let me know you're there? Or let me know that you want me to put this back? Yeah, she doesn't seem to want to interact a whole lot, and that happens. I mean, not every spirit is gonna communicate every way possible every time. I did get a little on the spirit box, which I'm tempted to do again, but I'm not going to be here for 3 hours either. Let's listen back and see what we got. Really hard with the motorcycles. I'm not going to lie to you, and the pounding up there. Tough, very tough. So Myrtle, I'm holding the locket of your mother and father. You did touch the lamp, that I believe has a picture of your mother and father. You did picture of your mother and father. You did touch the lamp when I mentioned it being your father. Could you tell me, what was your father's first name? When I asked what was one of your favorite things to do, I could have swore you said tickle pa, or something like that. Is that what you said? Outside. Yeah, outside. So if these objects were purchased by someone and brought into their home, yeah, would you still be sad if there was someone who carried out your memory and kept your items and protected them and made sure that they didn't get thrown out, or they're going to be the caretaker? Are you going to be okay with that? Anything else you want to say, Myrtle, before we stop here? Yeah, Very tough. Again,
Arms.
that's me.
Pause.
That's me. I'm going to try to put it up here and put it on phonics mode right next to the object. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it. That's me. I'm gonna bring it down here, and I'm gonna put the phonics on phonics mode right inside the box.
There,
Go ahead. I heard something you say before. What were you saying? Try really hard, Myrtle. Can you do that for me, please? I haven't picked up the doll. I'll pick up the doll. Okay. I thought maybe that would make a difference. I'm just going to put your photo back. I see it came out of there. I'm sorry. I'll put it back. There you go. No. Again, except for the spirit box, I really haven't gotten anything. I am going to try something with the next object. Haven't done an Estee session without somebody else. So we're going to try an experiment where maybe one or two people will type in questions. We'll try to figure out a way to do that and see if we can get a response that way. We'll try to figure something out because I'd like to try that somehow, some way with this next object because the story is kind of different. Okay, tried. Yeah, quiet. Sometimes the first go around isn't always, really super active. That's why we revisit them later on. And Myrtle here, if she's really sad and if that's true, then maybe she's not, in the headspace to where she really wants to talk, yet. So I'm sure the sadness feeling is more being around the object all the time, which I've only been around a short time. But like I said, I'm trying to not really, engage all that much as far as holding things. And so another time around. Thank you, Myrtle. I appreciate you just being here and trying. Okay. And we'll talk again some other time. Okay. I promise. So we're going to go to the next item. I have to grab my phone. I have to grab my recorder. And wait till you see this one. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I want to make sure I can see the comments. So I'm going to bring my tablet down there. I just heard a breath as soon as I walked up here. I think someone's in that red room that wants to talk, but we're not doing that tonight. All right? Somebody in there wants to talk? I know you're tempting me, but I've got to get stuff done, and I'm not going to go revisit, even if you are one of the fun ones. All right, let me show you this one. Let me get set up over here again. Let me set the object up. I'll leave that right there for now. Just bear with me. Okay, there's a lot to this one. So there she is. She was the doll on the photo that I used for the to post the event. So the card is right there, and this is what the card says. After the death of her baby, after the death of her baby daughter, Matilda Norling, spelled Norling. Okay, this is exactly how it's written. After the death of her baby daughter, Matilda Norling, and went insane. So I'm assuming whoever the mom is went insane. She was put in Northern Indiana Hospital for the insane. A few months later, she unalived herself by hanging, and she was clutching this doll when she did it. Rambling of a crazy mind has been heard around doll as well as people being pushed. And you wonder why I saved this one. So, tragic, very, very tragic story. Um, here's more information here. Myrtle Matilda Norling, I believe, was the mother of, oh no, Matilda. The daughter was Matilda. Okay, so I'm going to read you this information right here to try to fill in some more gaps. Okay. Um, birth, April 16th, 1907, Porter County, Indiana. Death, oh wow, September 7th, September 24th, 1907, only 5 months old, Indiana. She's buried in Chesterton Cemetery in Indiana. Infant daughter, this is Matilda. Matilda was the infant daughter of Albert and Matilda Jackson. So Myrtle was the daughter. Okay, it was Myrtle Matilda. Myrtle Matilda was the daughter, the infant that died. Mom was Matilda. Dad was Albert. Myrtle, the daughter, the mom was buried next to the baby, and Andrew. So they're all in the same cemetery. Albert Norling made the funeral arrangements according to. So I wonder how long after um, the daughter passed was the mother institutionalized and then unalived herself. I wonder if that was recent because that's the way this kind of sounds. The infant child of Albert Norling died Tuesday morning. The child was nearly, this says child was nearly two years old. The mother is now in Longcliff, which was, I guess, the institution. The funeral will be held this afternoon at 2:00. Remains buried in Charleston. The case is a particularly sad one. So there's a whole packet in here. I'm just going to look through it really, really quick because there's pictures of the headstone. I guess that's the death certificate. And I'm just going to go through this. Yeah, there's the death certificate. Oh boy. Yeah, this is. Okay, so we have, what I'm looking at here is, wow. Yeah, this is a bad one. Item of interest gathered by Tribune reporters. The 5-month-old child of Albert Norling, which had been in the care of Mr. and Mrs. W.M. Johnson, which is really strange, died Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock. It had been suffering for some time. Funeral this afternoon, 2 p.m. at the residence of Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, and burial in the cemetery. So, God, this is a tough one because I'm assuming, the child passed and then the mom unalived herself, and I'm sure Albert was in no condition to deal with all this. And boy, that's a tough one. So Andrew, Matilda. So she did have siblings, George and Lenora. And we have the death certificate here. We have the grave, the headstone as well. This is for Matilda, the wife. Oh, there's a lot here. Wow, there's a lot of information here. I'm not going to be able to get to half of this. I'm just going to kind of go through it a little bit here. This goes all about the institution or the hospital that she was in. The where it was located. It's a state hospital. Origin of the hospital goes back to 1883. Had a surgery unit where lobotomies were performed. Oh my God. The hospital also had a ward that housed tuberculosis patients, a morgue, pathology lab. It also had a chapel. The majority of patients prior to 1960 were admitted for symptoms of organic brain syndrome, whatever that is. Some of the patients were born mentally incapacitated, so families would admit them to the state hospital, kind of like Penhurst. Wow. Yeah, so that's where she unalived herself. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. Very tough one. So I just want to make sure I have my facts straight again. So Myrtle Matilda Norling was the infant, and Matilda was the mom. Matilda was the one who unalived herself. Myrtle was the one who was passed as an infant. I want to make sure I have that correct. Okay. Wow. Tough one. I'm more depressed over this one than I was the last one. And the other one was supposed to cause sadness, and this one's already depressing the hell out of me. So we'll start with the spirit box, and we'll go from there. I'm just reading, catching up on some of the comments. All right, so I'm going to turn this around towards me. Oh boy. Okay. Tough one. All right, I'm going to turn the lights off. And I'm going to do something else. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to leave the light on. I'm just going to turn the light off. Pretty clear that way. I know. So my name is John Ruggiero. I know you don't know me. I know we've never met before. That camera, to go up a little higher. I come here and I try to communicate with any spirits, people that are connected to things that belong to them, meant something to them. And I just I just listen, let them tell me about their lives if they want to, share anything that they want to. If they need help, you can ask for it, and I'll do my best to try to get you help. But I'm just here to talk and to listen. And I don't mean to disrespect you, your child, your family. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to talk to you and to listen and to see what it is you're willing to share. I was just reading the information about what happened to Matilda. I couldn't imagine losing a child at 5 months old. I read what happened to Myrtle. To Myrtle, if you're here, I did read what happened to you at the state hospital, and there could be any energy surrounding this doll. If anybody wants to come through that is connected to this doll, this family, please, come through. Don't be afraid. I'm not here to disrespect you or harm you or make you move on if you don't want to. I'm just here to talk to you and to listen. So we're going to try a bunch of different things to connect. I know I'm a stranger, but I've suffered loss as well. So again, I do know how it feels. This device here that I'm going to turn on, you just move your fingers around this antenna like a radio antenna, and it's going to light up different colors and make music. See, that I'm not doing that. So if you were to go anywhere near this or my hand, it's just going to turn different colors. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you. We could use this to communicate if you like. We're going to try some other things, but you could also use this for now until I turn on the other things or use them. I'm going to ask if this is Matilda. Is this the child? Are you here, Matilda? Matilda Norling? Myrtle? Matilda? I had a feeling it would be you. So Myrtle, if there's anything I say or do that you disagree with or you feel is disrespectful, then just tell me to stop. Light different things up when I ask you. If you're uncomfortable, if you want me to stop, I'll ask you beforehand, and you show me that you want me to stop, then I will stop, and I won't go any further. You've been through enough, and I do not want to add to any of that sadness or trauma whatsoever. Okay? Do you understand? Are you okay with just continuing? I just want to talk to you. That's all I want. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, I don't mean any disrespect. I do. Yeah, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. Not why I'm here. I feel nothing but sympathy for you and your family. I pray that there's an afterlife, and I pray that you're together and that you're happy. That's what I hope. So I'm going to try something else. I'd like to hear your voice. If Albert is here, any of the siblings, Matilda, any of you are here, I may be able to hear you on this radio, this device. So just answer as loud and as clear as you can, and we'll go from there. Okay? I'm just gonna look at the comments really quick. The mother is Matilda and the child is Myrtle? That's not what it said. Is it really? Do I have that backwards? Oh, Myrtle. Yeah, Myrtle is the child, the 5-month-old. Right. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I was wrong. I got it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I'll ask again, because I did ask if this was Myrtle and I got a response. Is this the child? Is this Myrtle? I'm assuming it's Matilda. If Matilda is the mom, I'm assuming it's you. So we're going to try. We're going to try this other device and see if we can hear you. Okay. And I'm happy so far that you've interacted and you've been okay with this so far. If at any point you want me to stop, like I said, we'll figure out a way to do that. So I'm going to turn this off and we're going to try something else. Okay. I'm going to, that's me just turning it off. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put my recorder down. I'll turn my spirit box on. So this may seem a little strange, okay? But I should be able to hear your voice. All right? So just speak as loud and clear as you can. I'm going to turn my recorder on. Turn my box on here.
Xbox. Gaming. FM.
I heard a voice already. Okay, I just heard a voice there as well. I'm going to introduce myself again. My name is John. I'm happy to meet you. Could you tell me who was here with me? Is this Myrtle, the child? Are you here? Matilda, the mom? Did you say something? I heard something there as well. Again, any member of the family. Arnold, if you're here, you could say your name. That was weird. Wow, a lot of feedback there. So I was reading the information here about your family, and I'm sorry for the tragedy that you suffered. Could you tell me what was wrong with Myrtle? Was she sick? Was she sick for a long time? Now, Matilda, I know what happened to you, and you were holding this doll when it happened. Wow, that was some strong feedback. Is there anything you would like to say, Matilda, that you would like people to know about you, what you were going through? Are you at peace now? Is there anything you need? How many other children did you have? Could you tell me one of their names? I understand, again, the sadness that comes with loss. I haven't lost a child, but I've lost, and I sympathize with you and what you've been through. Are you still here around this doll because of what happened? Have you seen Myrtle? Are you with her? I don't know what that just said. Hold on. I wonder if I heard what I thought I heard. I gotta move this flashlight a bit. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's see. There was a few things there. Turn my box on here. I hear the bell. I heard it. I heard it. I hear you're from Jersey, and it's a man. Listen to this. I heard a voice. I heard a. I heard a voice. I heard a voice already. I heard a voice already. Okay, I heard a voice already. Okay. That's right. I'm talking. Okay, I just already. Okay, that's right. I'm talking. Voice already. Okay, I just heard a voice there as well. I'm going to introduce myself again. My name is John. I'm happy to meet you. Could you tell me who is here with me? Is this Myrtle, the child? Are you here? Matilda? The mom? Did you say something? There's something there as well. Again, any member of the family, Arnold, if you're here, you can say your name.
4-3.
I thought that said 4-3 something. Again, any member of the family, Arnold, if you're here, you can say your name.
4-3.
That was weird. Wow, a lot of feedback there. So, I was reading the information here about your family, and I'm sorry for the tragedy that you suffered. Could you tell me what was wrong with Myrtle? Was she sick? Was she sick for a long time? Yes. Time? Now, Matilda, I know what happened to you, and you were holding this doll when it happened. Wow, that was some strong feedback. Is there anything you would like to say, Matilda, that you would like people to know about you? Know about you? What you were going through? Are you at peace now? Is there anything you need? How many other children did you have? Could you tell me one of their names? Could you tell me one of their names? I understand, again, the sadness that comes with loss. I haven't lost a child, but I've lost, and I sympathize with you and what you've been through. Are you still here around this doll because of what happened? Have you seen Myrtle? Are you with her? Have you seen Myrtle? Are you with her? Are you with her? Are you with her? She's dead something. I don't know what that just said. Hold on. I thought I heard she's dead something, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try one more time because, again, I got before it was the daughter. It wasn't mom. I don't know when it reset itself. That's supposed to reset itself. That's supposed to reset itself. There's energy. Yeah, big time. Look. Nothing. Yeah, nothing's near that antenna. Could you step away from that? Could you back away, please, just for 1 second? Just back your energy up. Back away from the doll. I'm gonna move all the way over here. I'm still not away from you. Wow. Matilda? Is that you doing that? I'm just trying to figure out who's here. I think there's more than one of you here. What the hell was that? Again, Myrtle, are you here? I get a reaction when I say Myrtle. I don't know if that's just mom reacting or this you, Myrtle? Somebody was here that whole entire time that isn't here right now. That is so weird. I'm just trying to figure out who's here. Let me read that. I'm sorry. I wasn't reaching for the doll. I was reaching over there. Yeah, this is erratic. Yeah, this is erratic. Yeah, this is. I was going to reach for something over there, the light. Okay. I just want to read what's on this card here. I'm not going to touch the doll. So here we go. Again, from what it says on the card here, ramblings of a crazy mind. So I'm trying to ascertain mom, baby, Arnold, whoever, and I'm getting erratic things. When I was saying, again, I'm going back and forth with Myrtle and Matilda, my chair literally just shook. Somebody shook my chair. That was freaking cool. It felt like someone just rocked my chair from behind. Did you do that? Matilda? Is that you behind me? Could you do that again? I'm probably never leaving this space. My chair just was rocked, and now that happened. This is erratic energy, man. Woo! This is, boy, I wish I could do the S day, but Chris isn't here. All right. That was nuts. I'm going to turn this off. My chair went like this. It felt like someone just grabbed the back of my chair and went like that with it. And then that happened. And I have a really bad headache coming on. Ooh, this might be a good one. Okay. So we're going to try. Ooh, wow. Mm-mm. Okay. I'm going to move this. Wow, man, that's a tough one. This is a tough one. It's starting to do that metal in my mouth headache thing. All right, I'm gonna yeah, and when this happens, I start losing train of thought, and that's how you know something's pretty strong when it's hard to focus. I'm gonna move the doll to the other room, and I'm gonna show you this doll again so you guys can see it. These eyes stare through you. So I know I'm running late. I'm going to be here for a little while because I'm going to do some stuff in that room. So I'm going to set up the camera. I'm going to bring the doll in there, and then I'm going to try a few things in there. But again, going back and forth between the two names, I think there's just erratic energy here. That's just, oh, and now my REM pod's going nuts in here. Just first the bell, and now the REM pod over there. I'll show it to you. Yeah, look, I haven't even brought that friggin' doll in here yet, and things are going crazy. That's how you know you got something. Okay. Yeah, I see what's going on. I see it. I'm going to put the camera here. Oh boy, here we go. And I thought that the pressing one was going to get me. All right, I'm being careful with the doll. I'm being careful with the doll. I'm being careful with the doll. I got the doll. I'm being real careful. I'm just going to put it down. Put it down here. Real careful. Right here. There you go. Okay. I'm going to be real careful. So just touch my neck. Going off already. There we go. It's going off already. Tilda, you here? It's like you were waiting for me to come in here and the bell was ringing. That's going off already. I got these two little twinkly objects here. If you touch them, I've got the circles. They have lights that go all the way around like the rainbow. If you touch them, nothing here is going to hurt you. These lights will change different colors. If you release your energy from the doll or come out from the doll, I'm going to move this. Yeah, that's not going to stop. That is not going to stop. Oh boy. Okay. So again, I'm going to be here a little bit. So let me go get the other. I'll be right there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do first. Now, I'm going to sit here. Yeah, I know. I got a feeling about you. I feel it already. And I always put myself in this position, but it is what it is, right? Um, so Matilda, Myrtle, who's ever here as part of the Norling family. Um, Again, I told you my name is John. If you could see what I'm seeing, I know it's the position of the doll, probably the way I put it down, but the eyes are looking that way as opposed to looking straight ahead. They're looking at the purple light. They're looking at that purple light right there. So I'm curious if that light is ever going to change colors with the focus being right there. If that happens, that'll be pretty darn cool. Okay, so again, I'm not trying to add to your pain, or yes, I'm not. I'm really not. I just want to talk with you. That's it. If you feel so uncomfortable about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, if you release your energy from that doll, I'm going to be able to see just a rainbow of colors up above in those lights on the side of the doll, in front of the doll. I'm going to be able to see with my own eyes proof that you do not want any part of this, and you don't want to go through this process, or you don't want to be any part of this. I'm going to give you that opportunity. Just release your energy right in that corner there. Okay. So here I have this again, but I have it way further away from the doll and closer to me. Could you come over and touch? There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Now I see the light. Good. That's the light behind the doll. I see the doll intensively staring at the light in front of the doll, though. I'm waiting to see what happens with that. I saw the light behind. Matilda, is this you? So again, really erratic energy, just off the charts, every direction. You don't know which way you're going here. This is the toughest part of what we do. And that if I don't get EVPs from a specific person, again, this kind of energy, the way that her life ended and the state of mind that she was in, I don't know what kind of connection I'm going to be able to make here that's going to make any kind of sense. I mean, she is interacting here and there, but it's not conclusive to any specific person because she was responding to her daughter's name before as if it was her. But again, that could have just been a trigger for her. So I'm going to try a few different things. Okay. One of those things is to hear your voice on an actual recorder, your actual voice. So then I can maybe get an idea if it's a child or somebody older. So I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm going to ask you to answer them just as loud and clear as you can. And if there's anything I'm saying that's inappropriate or disrespectful, you tell me to stop, and I'll listen back, and I will stop, and I will not answer. I will not ask a question like that again. I promise you that. Okay? You don't want to participate in that? You see what's in my hand. You know how it works. Okay. I'm going to turn this off now. Okay, good, good. I just want to make sure you're okay. Well, I'm going to keep checking throughout the process here. Okay. Wow, strong, 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 strong headache. Really strong headache. Woo. You can always tell. Always tell the tough ones right away. Right away, they just react. Right away. I'm going to put that there too, right in front of you, right in front of your doll. Okay. Okay, so we're going to try something first. Wow, this one's really, really tough. This is one of the ones that, again, they affect, they affect your ability to concentrate and focus. You start losing it, and that's when you know it's not good. So I'm going to power through this. Okay, so this box here is a dictionary box. It has 2,000 words in it, just random. People believe that those who have passed on spirits can pick the word from this box and then it will be said out loud. Not in your voice, yes. She, again, she's acting as if she understands, which is really interesting. That's a whole nother thing. Think long and hard, okay? I see the light behind. Think, just like you heard me say before, think about the one word you want to say that you want to relate to me about you or anything you want to tell me. Think about it, say it out loud, and project it. And it might come through this box. I know it sounds hard to believe, but you hear what I'm saying. Think about it and then try to say it. Okay? I'm going to turn it on so that I can hear the word. It won't be in your voice. All right, I'm turning it on. Think, project, say it. Come on, try.
Thought.
Thought.
Lady.
Thought lady. Okay. I knew I was dealing with a lady. I mean, I assumed that because of what I read about the doll and who was connected to it and why. I asked you to think, hence the thought, which was really good. Again, shows that you're listening and you're understanding, and I appreciate that. Let's try to keep going with this, okay? If you can, yeah, very good. If you can, anytime you want, think and project a word, one word at a time that you want me to know, okay? That helps me figure out whatever it is you want to say or share, okay? Just anytime you want. In the meantime, I'm going to turn this box on here that is a recorder. And this, I can hear your real voice. It won't be coming through a box. It'll be your actual voice. Okay? So I want you to try really hard again to answer questions or just say whatever you want to say. Even if I'm not answering your question and you just want to say something, just say it. I'll be able to hear it. Okay? The headache, the pain in my head, is that what you feel? Is that the pressure that you feel in your head all the time? Is that what I'm feeling? Could you ring that bell? If that's true, it goes from the back to the front, almost like a sinus headache, just pressure. Are you doing that to me on purpose? Do you want me to feel this? Ooh, it does hurt. I'll be honest with you. It hurts. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to turn the recorder on now. So when I start talking, hopefully you'll answer some questions. Again, my name is John. I'm married to a woman named Chris. I have 2 children. I'm 57 years old. I'll be 57 years old. I come in here and just try to speak to people to let them tell their stories or share anything they want to share. Before we start with me asking questions, if you need help or if there's anything that you want to say out loud before I start asking questions, please say it now. Now, I read all the information and it's heartbreaking. It truly is. Losing a child, what you went through. Matilda, if you are here, could you just please say yes or say your name so I know it's really you that I'm speaking with? I'm sorry that I have to ask this, but I'm curious to know if you regret what you did. I think I poked the bear. Yeah. I heard a yell that I'm assuming was outside, but then the bell rang twice and my throat is now closing on me and the lights are going. Yeah. Yeah. I apologize for asking that. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Yes. Inappropriate. I get it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm really, really sorry. See, that helps me know that there are things that yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. I won't ask any more questions relating to that at all. I apologize. I'm going to continue, but I'm not going to ask anything like that again. Okay? That really, really set her off. I mean, the energy going on around that doll now is just, you see it for yourself. I mean, look at that. That is constant, just bam, bam, EMF. That is energy now just all around there surging. I did not mean, yeah, oh boy, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to listen back because I heard a scream And then the bell started reacting. And the lights are going crazy. I get it. I get it. I mean, they're all over. If you want me to stop at this point right now, could you ring that bell once or twice? I see the energy you're releasing. I don't know if that's just because you're here now, you're really, really present and you're standing there, or it's if you're upset. If you're upset and you want me to stop, you know how to use that bell. Make that ring, just tap it once or twice, and I'll get it. Wow. Holy crap. So this is going to be a to be continued, because I don't want to trigger this any further. I feel bad that even there's a chance that I may have done that. I did hear a scream. I don't know if you guys heard it too. And I believe I heard a voice. And I think there's something there that I'm going to just play back really, really quick. And then I'm going to shut this down. Look at, yeah. And then I'm going to shut this down. I know I heard something. I want to just hear your voice. It's going to be a few questions. I was just a few questions in. Again. And my name is John. I'm married to a woman named Chris. I have two children. 57 years old. I'm to a woman named Chris. I have two children. 57 years old. I'll be 57 years old. I come in here and just try to speak to people and let them tell their stories or share anything. Before we start questions, if you need help or if there's anything that you want to say out loud before I start asking questions, please say it now. Say, I knew I heard something. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know what the hell. I don't know if that's I'm here. And then the screen comes. Now, I read all the information and it's heartbreaking. It truly is. Losing a child, what you went through. Matilda, if you are here, could you just please say yes or say your name so I know it's really you that I'm speaking with? Jesus. You heard must care? Yeah, there's a huge surge of energy there. I'm sorry that I have to ask this, but I just am curious to know if you regret what you did. You heard I'm here. That's what I heard. I heard the scream and then the bell and then the lights went berserk, which they're still doing, which again I'm not looking um to push her any further. Um I'm assuming that this is Matilda based on yeah, the energy and what's happening here. Um I sincerely did not mean to upset you or disturb you. Um, I appreciate you at least trying to interact with me, and I may come back at some point and just have my wife speak with you. But okay, I'm glad you're at least open to that. But I do apologize. I do. I sincerely did not mean to upset you. I mean, I mean, there's just nothing but energy coming from that doll now. It's all over. So I'm going to um, stop and allow her to just um, settle down, put her back in the case, um, talk to her just a little bit more before I leave here, just to make sure um, everything is okay, and and be done. You don't keep pushing once you've reached this spot, because I'm actually, you may know, I'm actually leaning away from the lights because I can just feel the energy coming from that direction, and I feel it just growing and growing and growing, and an erratic mind um, with that kind of energy building is not something that I want to keep, you know, trying to speak to and aggravating, and I want them to just be at peace and calm down and just, you know, disengage. So that's it for tonight, guys. No, the lights are, see, okay, I was gonna, okay, no, she's still going. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna put the doll back in the case where it belongs. I'm gonna remove everything, and then I'm gonna head out of here. So um, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that she just calms down, because I have about another half hour here while I'm cleaning up, still yet to go. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. It's been 3 days in a row. This one is one that I don't want to keep, you know, I don't want to push the envelope any further and upset this person. So I'm going to stop it. So that's it, guys. Have a good night, and thanks for watching. All right, I don't know if anybody's still watching. I came back on because as I'm ending the stream, and again, I don't know if anybody can see this. If anybody's watching, I still see 14 people. I don't know if it's still streaming or not. I don't see any comments. I see people logging off.